Right, what's going on, people? Welcome back to another video, man. We talk about everything concerning Chelsea. Now today, I want to address the media. Let me be precise. I want to address the English media. Because, my God, why is it that the dumbest people and the most ignorant people are the ones who gets put on TV to say some random shit? Now, I know Chelsea is not a team to be liked by many people, especially, again, the English media, because of Ibrahimovic, how he did business, buying players on an expensive rate. Now, I'm not going to get into that stuff, but I'm the kind of a Chelsea fan that even if I don't like, say, for example, Arsenal, Manchester United, I'm never going to say some ridiculous thing just for the sake of me hating the club. Now, I want to address a couple of pundits, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, Paul Scholes, Mark Goldbridge, you go on TalkSport, Jamie O'Hara. I want to address these people because it's actually sad how ignorant these people are. So do you remember the past couple of, I would say, months when Chelsea were just linked with every player, every young player from the Portuguese league, Italian league, wherever, the American league? Each and every single day in the transfer window, we were waking up to Chelsea being linked with a player, 19 years old, 17-year-old, 18-year-olds, whatever. And the media was going crazy. And I do remember precisely Jamie Carragher at one point on it was Sky Sports. He went in and said, he was talking about how Chelsea, and I remember this was the time when we were linked with João Felix. The guy said, Chelsea need to stop buying players. Where are they going to play these players? How is João Felix going to get changed? Like, where is he going to change? Like, uniform and blah, 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 training. How are they going to fit 43 players? They've got 43 players on the box. I'm like, are you, like some of these things, right? You don't just have to say things for the sake of just saying things. Everyone knows that for you to register players in the Premier League, you need a total of 25 players, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if we have 45 players in our books, how are we going to register 25 players out of 40? How are we going to register 45 players out of 25, which we're supposed to register? And then some of us Chelsea fans, and obviously some of Chelsea fans in the media as well, we spoke about this. We said, no, these players that are being bought, they are not meant to be in the first team squad. These players were bought in order to be sold. They were bought in order to go on loans. And some of these players were even bought to remain in their club. Just because they're on the Chelsea books doesn't necessarily mean that they have to play for Chelsea. We have seen so many times players being loaned, sold. That's what Chelsea were planning to do. That's what we are doing. We are buying players, buy them young, with potentials, and sell them in the future. And I can even name you a lot of players we have done that too. And some of our players were even going to our sister club like the Strasbourg. And some of the players who were buying like Estevao, they were staying in their clubs. They weren't even the Kendra Payers, they were not even meant to come to the league this year or next year. They're actually meant to stay there and develop, but they can still be in Chelsea's book. Some of these players, they play for under 23s. They're in our academy players. So the media just waffling every time. And you know what's funny? For these past couple of games, we played about 6 games in the league so far. We have won 4, drew 1, and lost 1. And the same people, the same Jamie Carragher, Mark Goldbridge, you go on TalkSport, they all start waffling again. Chelsea are title contenders. Chelsea could challenge for the title. Do you just say things for the sake of just saying things? Do you actually sit down and actually analyze what's happening before you actually go online to talk? Because some of us, we are content creators, but I'm not just going to come here without the information about what I'm going to talk about or without the knowledge in my head of what I'm going to discuss about. That's not what we do. And the sad part is most of these pundits that talks about Chelsea, they aren't even Chelsea fans. They don't even know about Chelsea. Gary Neville, he's a United fan. Jamie Carragher, Liverpool fan. Why do you waffle about Chelsea? What's wrong with you? Mark Gobridge, why can't you just focus on your United? You're shitty United, by the way. Now, you go on their pages, you go on Sky Sports, you go on TalkSport. Now, they've already changed. And I can tell you this, right? I know I've come here joking about how Chelsea could challenge for the title. Yes, I would love that. But realistically, maybe we're not there. We're not there yet. Maybe let's wait until maybe second half of the season, see how we're going in terms of the points difference on the table and how we actually playing, injuries, blah, 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 blah. Then we can talk about Chelsea challenging for the title. I'm not taking anything away from what Chelsea have done so far in games like Wolves, West Ham, Man City, Crystal Palace, and obviously the Bournemouth game and the Brighton game. I'm not taking anything away from that. I think we're gradually improving from where we were last season. We're actually doing quite well, right? But I don't think there's a Chelsea fan with brains that are actually thinking that we're challenging for the title yet. But they're the ones now talking again about how before they were talking about where is this team going to play. Now, when they look at our bench, when you've got Christopher Nkunku, Romeo Lavia, Jude Hall, you've got João Felix, these players, Pedro Neto, are coming off the bench. Now they're saying, have you seen Chelsea's bench? They look so good, man. This team could actually go far. So when we were buying these players, you didn't see that coming? We were buying Pedro Neto, we were buying João Felix, we were buying Jude Hall. You didn't see that coming at all. Because you were worried about us buying an 18-year-old in Portugal and Brazil. What did you think Pedro Neto was going? Make it make sense. And another thing that I wanted to say as well is Cole Palmer. I'm number one Cole Palmer fan. And I've come here and I've said this so many times. I love Cole Palmer and I think he's very talented and I think his ceiling is very, very high. He did what no one could have done for Chelsea squad last season. And I love the kid. And I hope the kid will keep excelling and excelling and excelling. But here's the thing with the English media, right? They're taking everything away from Chelsea as a team. They're putting it on all Cole Palmer. It's now Cole Palmer FC. Now I can understand if you say last season it was Cole Palmer FC when Pochettino was there because everything was just, he was doing everything. And I'm not saying he's not doing everything right now, but I'm saying give props to players like the Caicedos, the Enzo Fernandez. Give props to players like Jackson. Why don't you want to give props? Or, why don't you want to say something nice about Caicedo, Jackson, Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia? I'll tell you why. Because they ain't fucking English. Now, I'm not saying don't talk nice about Cole Palmer. But if you're going to talk shit about Chelsea, you might as well talk nice about Chelsea when they're doing well. You can't choose to say, okay, we're going to shit on Jackson. We are going to shit on Enzo Fernandez. We are going to shit on Jude Hall. We are going to shit on this players and this players and this players. But when they're doing well, we don't want to talk nice about these players. No. Give Cole Palmer his flowers. But don't forget to give Jackson his flowers. Don't forget to give Caicedo his flowers. Don't forget to give Enzo Fernandez his flowers. Now, these players will go on and on and on to do well. I'm not trying to put them on the high pedestal as of yet, but I'm saying there is a gradual improvement. If you want to shit on Chelsea when they're doing bad, then go ahead and do it. But if you also want to talk about Chelsea when they're doing something good, make sure that you mention all the players that are doing well. Don't just pick one. Again, this is not agenda to Cole Palmer because again, you can go back in my videos. I've said 100 million things about Cole Palmer, but I'm just saying, you to the media, don't make it a Cole Palmer thing when he's being played with other people that are even good. Talk about Sancho. I know why you don't want to talk about Sancho. Because you were the one shitting on him when he was at United. You, Gary Neville, you, Mark Gobridge. So you don't want to talk about that's fair. But talk about the other players that are in English. That's your agenda. So for me, man, I hate, I wish Chelsea was playing in a different league because this league is very toxic. But you know what? At the end of the day, I just made this video to say, look, don't get over your head for our club. Leave us the fuck alone. Do you know what I mean? Focus on your clubs. Because this is the club you were shitting on. Now, don't get me wrong. I still know some United fans, Liverpool fans that are constantly talking, sense in the sense of like what's happening. Now, don't get me wrong. You can shit on Chelsea all you want if we deserve to be shitted on, but don't just